Hey gents, for today's video, we'll be talking about Samuel. Here's Samuel's story. I'm a right-leaning man who was born and raised in California. After far too many betrayals by women, I became a soft MGTOW years before even learning the word. When I accepted MGTOW, I became aware of several things right away. At work and outside of it, women were starting to pay me more and more attention. Women who previously wouldn't have given me the time of day are now stuttering when they try to talk to me. And the lack of results only seems to drive them further in their belief that they must demonstrate to themselves that they can capture my attention. I can't say that I've been contacted by any 10s, but a few 9s and a lot of 8s as opposed to the 5s that I was seeing on dating apps. And there are moments when my poker face is tested to its limits because of how uneasy some of these women genuinely are when faced with an indifferent male. The way my friends and coworkers respond to these interactions is another intriguing aspect. I anticipated greater opposition to my lifestyle in general, especially from my female friends. Surprisingly, most of them actually started to not only agree with me, but also make modest acknowledgments that they envy me when I explain why I turned down a woman who tried to chat with me. Whenever I discuss how I essentially do whatever I want, whenever I want, it's difficult to ignore the reflection in their eyes. Whether it's spending an additional hour or two at the gym working out, spending the majority of the day reading, or spending the weekend watching television. My time is 100% mine whenever a new game is launched, and I never feel like I'm wasting it. I find it intriguing that several of my female friends have praised my intelligence. Some of the men have even confessed that they wish they could do that instead of having to schedule their plans around their female counterparts. A few people have expressed this opinion or contempt for MGTOW, but for the most part, the circle has offered incredibly strong support. I'm not sure if you'll truly take this counsel or not, but I urge men to refrain from criticizing women or saying that they don't need women in their sphere of friends and family. I just replied, I got weary of looking one day, and for some reason, life seemed to be better when I stopped. When asked why I'm still single, people appear to be awkward with this. Later, as I was asked, I was gradually introduced to what I know about women and what they pose to our society today. All of this without ever mentioning the term MGTOW. Can you men see how he was able to catch the attention of women who had never glanced at him before by simply ignoring them? If Samuel were to start paying any of those incredibly attractive women attention, I'll guarantee they'd lose interest right away. They might regain their confidence and become attractive to all men, which would make them stop worrying about running into that wall, because a straight male rejecting them is probably uncommon. They have probably never experienced this before. Due to the absence of their father when they were younger, Samuel may be causing them to remember that they have daddy issues. They overcompensate by putting a lot of effort into becoming extremely attractive to stop men from ignoring them in the future. A man is now avoiding them. Additionally, it might bring back early memories of being disregarded and unacknowledged. So do these women actually care for Samuel? Or are they more eager to discover Samuel's lack of interest in them? What Samuel said here suggests to me that handsome, successful men who are going their own way are causing women to convulse. When these men neglect them, they are likely thinking to themselves, I'm not enough for a man like him, and I'm probably not enough for other men like him too, and feeling afraid about it. Perhaps they fear that if they talk to you, they will learn that you are into men. Thus, that will also lessen their insecurities. These women must convince themselves that they are capable of grabbing your attention. If you're independent and successfully single, it's as if you're holding up a mirror to women's fears and reflecting their flaws at them. They feel good about themselves again by enticing you because they do not yet feel as though their appearance is declining. MGTOW may not enrage women because they are unable to access a man's resources. If a man decides to go into monk mode, it might have more to do with the fact that it removes their feminine V-card. You also talk about how people react to the news more positively or neutrally when you really tell them that you're done looking. In my opinion, when MGTOW channels and men who are pursuing their own path accuse others of engaging in problematic behavior, women instantly become defensive. However, if you just state that you have stopped looking without blaming the women, I believe they will agree. They interpret this to indicate that you won't inform other men about the nature of women. They believe you to be happily single, and the harm, so to speak, in terms of caring for and defending women is restricted to the loss of just one man. These women who you tell about your bachelor lifestyle expect that you will finally meet someone irresistible. Their feminine secrets are secure, so they don't need to worry about you. Additionally, there is a good chance that you will meet someone. These days, there are a lot of women running and working at YouTube. As a result, after a man has totally ingested the red pill and wants to spread the word with his channel, a phrase like MGTOW gets his channel demonetized fast. However, there is still a chance to bring a man who hasn't back to the plantation. Women know about MGT0W, but they want to quarantine it so men won't learn about it, and they won't worry about hitting the wall. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It motivates me to create more content for you. See you next time. Cheers.